You ever heard this? I want to see the manager. I want to see the executive. I want to see the owner. Look, I love it when people come in, or call in, okay, and they're looking for management or executives. It could be a vendor. It could be a customer complaint. It could be somebody that just wants to talk to the decision maker. Look, I want to work everyone. I don't know about you. I'm greedy like that. Like I want every opportunity. See, I guess what it really is I just don't want to spend time just by myself. I like dealing with other people because I know if I deal with enough other people that aren't employees, I got a chance of selling somebody something. See, rather than waste my time, if you call it that, because you're like, oh, well, why would you spend some time with the customer that's got a complaint? You're wasting your time. Look, I would rather invest my time with a client and waste it that way than waste it with myself. Give me any living human being to convert into a sold customer, and look, I'll create my own economy. I know I will. You give me a great product, you give me an opportunity, and you give me any human being saying anything, I'm trained well enough to turn any situation, vendor, complaint, problem, situation, into a closed deal. Are you? That's what this is about here, man. Getting you game ready all the time. When someone comes in and they're asking for the manager, you either have a vendor, somebody trying to sell management, or you have a complaint, or you have a buyer. That's it. A vendor, a complaint, or a buyer. Could be a friend, but a friend would be a buyer, right? See, the first two can be made into clients, the complaint and the vendor. I once had an advertising executive walk into a retail environment. He's looking for the executives there, okay? He's looking for management to sell them advertising. An hour later, I had sold him a house full of furniture before turning him over to my manager. By the way, he didn't even make the sale on the advertising to my manager because the guy didn't know what he was doing. He's wandering in looking for a manager to sell some advertising to. Next thing you know is I take the guy out of his pitch into mine. He needed furniture. We hooked him up, took care of him. He loved me because of it. And the fact that he never made his sale, hey, I can't help that. He needs some training. See, I once had a heat case. Guy comes in, got a big problem with the company. He's looking for the manager to handle this problem. I see it as an opportunity. I resolve the issue with the client by handling the return the same way management would anyway, and then sold the guy 10 times the problem that he brought in with him to get rid of. Do you understand that? He came in, he had a problem. The product didn't satisfy him. You know why? Because we sold him too little product, not enough. I get him out of the old product, replace it with 10 times more product, 10 times bigger sale, satisfied everybody. Another time I had a professional buyer that was looking for the manager only because he thought it would save him time working with a manager and it would save him time in the purchase process and that he would somehow get a better deal because he worked with management. You know, if the salespeople are involved, I'll get a better deal because no commission's paid out. That's ridiculous. Look, not only did I sell him, but I then gained access to his entire company account. So what I'm telling you these stories for is this. Don't pass up on this opportunity. I want to see your manager. Don't pass up on that opportunity. This is a problem. He may be a vendor, but you might be able to convert him into a buyer. Go into every interaction, every opportunity with the intent to sell. That's the problem you're having on the phone and with your emails and with calls and with prospecting and certainly with selling. Look, if you don't have the intent to close and finish, you're not. If the manager's going to handle everything, let's face it, if the manager was going to handle every customer, do they even need you? Know that anyone can be converted, okay? Under the right conditions, right product, right situation, anyone can be converted. Handle the manager question in the greeting. Your name, sir? Mr. Jones? I'll give you some examples. Mr. Jones, thank you for coming in today. I handle all the accounts for management here. My position was created to save you time, determine what you want, and introduce you to alternatives that will save you money. My job is to treat you the way the owner or the manager, the executive would if he were able to wait on you himself. Will you allow me to do that for you? By the way, how do you know Mr. Johnson? Okay, another way to handle it is this. I'm part of the management team. By the way, that last one, that first one I just gave you is killer. It's sick. It's crazy. You might want to replay this. Make sure you have the word track down right. Don't butcher this. I got some great material here. Don't butcher it. Okay? Next one. I'm part of the management team here, sir. Your name? See, I just told the guy I'm part of the management team. Am I part of the management team? Your name's John. John, what can I do for you? See, I want to be part of the solution, not part of the problem. Problems are opportunities. Remember that? in fundamentals of selling? Problems or opportunities. Convert problems, solve them, opportunity. Okay? Your management team hired you to handle customers, not turn them back over to management. Stay with this customer. Be a service to this customer. They're not asking for a manager because they don't want something. They're asking for a manager because they do want something. Be professional. Act like you know what you're doing. Act like a manager. Act like part of the team. Act like you can handle the problem. And I promise you, okay, learn the rest of these segments. You'll make a sale.